Hello, grade 1. Today is our second part of the math lesson. Use non-standard units to measure length. Let's stay together. And today we're going to use real objects to measure length.
Now, let's move on to measuring lengths using smaller objects. For our first example, use the cameras to measure the length of the car. Let's line up the cameras below the car and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. The car is about 6 cameras long. Next, use the houses to measure the length of the airplane. Again, line up the houses below the airplane and count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore, the airplane is 4 houses long. Lastly, use the dumbbells to measure the length of the ladder. If we line the dumbbells below the ladder, we will need to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dumbbells. So the ladder is about 8 dumbbells long. There we have it. We have learned how to compare and measure lengths. Hope you had fun!
Let's revise our vocabulary words. Non-standard unit. It's a unit we don't usually use to measure, like blocks, clips, or pens. Measure length is to collect data about how long something is. Remember that we can use real objects to measure the length of another object. Make sure when you use objects to measure the length of another object to put them in a straight line having no gaps or overlaps. It is very important to use the same objects when you measure. If you use different objects, you will not get an accurate measurement. And if you don't line the crayons correctly, your measurement will not be correct. Now, it's time to apply what we have learned today. So let's practice it in our book, page 529. I want you to measure the objects given with real objects. So ask someone to cut for you a small piece or small pieces of paper, like the square shown in the exercise. Then, measure and write the answers. Number 4 is problem solving. You will deal with it the same way. Number 5 is optional question. Good luck, everyone! Now let's connect measurement with our real life. I want you to look around you. Try to find something big to measure, like a TV, a desk, or a dining table. Then look for small objects, use them to measure the length of them. When you choose the objects, let's say crayons, put them in a straight line with no gaps in between. Count them to tell how long the object is. Don't forget to take a photo or a video to record and submit your work. Thank you. Finally, and by the end of the lesson, I hope you all are able to use real objects to measure the length.